Reinforcements!
Get out of there! Think you could take on a ghost? That specter's looking for a body.
Bloody dark in here. Here we are. Now, let's find the symbol. Someone's been here already. Looks like Helen found Mrs. Ingersoll's stash. Oil, sugar, salt. Isn't this Nathaniel Sather's stolen merchandise?
Yes, it is. Teach them not to mess with a Banisher.
The ledger for Ingersoll's store. Same dates, but with much higher figures.
2 different ledgers, one of which was locked inside a chest. I think I understand. She stole her own merchandise and hid it in the mines. Then she hid the accounts that would expose her lie. Why would she do that?
The store and Nathaniel are all she has. She doesn't want to lose them. And Nathaniel can't leave for Boston without his money. Nathaniel broke his promise and doesn't regret it.
Skint, he betrayed Mrs. Ingersoll for a couple of Helen Priest's coins. We should go back to him.
Excuse me?
Mrs. Ingersoll. That you?
I think so, Mr. McWraith. I think so.
I don't blame you for feeling disconcerted, Mrs. Ingersoll.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
You don't. But you should. Bathsheba Ingersoll, meet Antea Duarte, the Banisher.
What are you doing here?
You came to my store. Then you've met Nathaniel. Would you give him a message from me? Tell him he must stay. He made a promise. He must honor it.
So, you haunt Nathaniel. But he told us you stole your own cash box. Why?
Priest took my stock. All I had left was the money. I thought I'd start again somewhere else. Boston. Where it all began.
This isn't what you had in mind, eh?
I have business yet. You'll see.
I'll ask you some questions, if you don't mind. What are you to Nathaniel? Where did you meet?
One day, an orphan boy came to our store in Boston hoping to learn the trade. He had this idea that he would sell hats. Everyone needs hats, he'd say. We gave him a job. He's been with us ever since. He's my barker, my salesman. He's born to it. He writes well too. You should read the letters he sends to his friend, Thomas, in Boston.
Tell me more about Thomas.
He and Nathaniel are very close. Natty writes at least once a month. Were you married, Mistress Duarte? There was a time when I would have judged you if you were not. Now I know better. Love is love, whichever way it comes to you. Natty loves Thomas as well as any man ever loved a woman. Maybe better. What do you think of that?
I don't disagree, but sometimes love demands terrible sacrifice. Where are you from?
Boston, originally. Now I'm from New Eden. You?
Cuba, originally. Now I'm from everywhere and nowhere. Was it in Boston where you met your husband?
It was. I went into his shop one day and there he was. And you? Did you meet Mr. McCraith in Cuba?
God, no. We met in London. We met through work.
Yes. It happens. Or so I've heard.
We found some merchandise stashed away. Oil, sugar, some, spoons. We suspect it was stolen. Is it yours?
I believe it is. Or at least it was.
Helen Priest lays claim to it, for the company.
And how does Helen Priest know about it? Because Nathaniel told her. He broke my confidence. He broke my heart. For the sake of his return to Boston and a life of ease, he'll trample the legacy of those who made him. He betrayed us. I knew what he was up to. That is why I ran. And because I ran, I died.
We'll be off then. We'll be in touch.
Then I'll await your return. Or not.
May we talk, Mr. Sather?
I'd like nothing more. How can I be of service?
We must talk about the widow's accounts. They're meagre enough.
You surprise me, sir, and by that I mean you do not surprise me in the least. If the coffer was full, I'd be halfway to Boston by now.
Is that why you're selling your stock cheap?
Everything must go, sir. Or I'll not carry this junk back to Boston and the coin will pay my way.
Bathsheba kept the money she owes you, and now you're stuck here. Boston no more than a memory.
That's it, exactly. Now you understand the urgency.
I've bad news for you. I found Bathsheba's body. The wolves got her.
Oh no. Poor widow Ingersoll. I so dearly wish she'd made it safely to Boston. Did you find the cash box?
I found something else. The note. You told Priest exactly where to find the merchandise that Mrs. Ingersoll had hidden in the mines.
Ah. Now, I have a number of excuses, but I get the feeling you won't be interested in any of them. Nor, to be honest, am I. I did the right thing. Followed Bathsheba to her hiding place, and then I told Mrs. Priest where to find it. The stock will keep people alive. Now is no time for commerce.
You lied to your employer. Did she deserve it?
Listen, Bathsheba no longer knew what she was doing. She lived in the past, while we live in the present, and the future comes charging towards us. She wallows in grief, to the detriment of her friends and neighbours. She wouldn't give up the goods, so I gave them up for her.
All right. It's time.
I hear you, Mr. Sather. But I'd like to hear Widow Ingersoll's thoughts on the matter too. Wouldn't you?
Dear Lord, what are you?
Worry not, Nathaniel. This is the ghost that haunts the store. Bathsheba Ingersoll.
Back to tell me one more time that you're not going to pay me?
That money is my husband's legacy, and I shall decide what's to be done with it.
Money is mine. I earned it. All those years, I stood by my promise, but you did not. You lied about the books. You cheated me.
I, a cheat? You swore to my husband on his deathbed that the store would go on. You swore an oath to a dying man, and then you broke it.
I swore to help you with your grief. To keep running the store while you mourned. But you did not mourn. Instead, you poured your heart into his business. You won't let it go. You won't let him go. I can give you no more time. I have a life to live. Your dead husband does not. You must let me go.
By renouncing his business, you bury my husband a second time. Ingersoll's name will die because of you.
It's time to end this. Nathaniel Sather, you broke a promise to a dying man. The man who gave you everything. It brought the angry ghost of his widow back to haunt you.
What's this? What are you doing?
Someone has to pay the piper. May as well be you.
I, the shop boy, have paid the Banishers' bill.
Is this a treasure map? Wait. I emptied this chest ages ago.
Oh, there! Who's that? Who enters? Oh, thank God. You, Scotsman, help me. Did you see it? Did you see the ghost?
Aye, I did. Alright, maybe I can help.
Right, soldier. Spill. What's going on exactly? What happened to Nurse Wings?
What do you think happened? She died, that's what happened. She died, and now she's trying to take me too.
When did you last see Nurse Wings alive?
Couldn't say. Time is tricky. She was here, then she left, and she came back as a ghost, still holding her bastard in lancet.
We heard screaming. Was that you? Did no one else answer?
None here gives two shites for their fellows. Too busy looking out for their own asses. I could die screaming in here and none would care till me corpse began to stink.
Why would she want you dead?
She's a ghost. She ain't here for beer and biscuits.
He's right in a way. She is killing him.
Your cough is no better. Worse, if anything.
Aye, it worsens. When she comes, I sicken. She's a better nurse living, I tell you that.
Where does her ghost go, you think?
She comes and goes through a locked door. After that, not a clue.
Is there a key? Or another way in?
Perhaps. This was the blockhouse upon a time. There was a passage out. Through the westernmost tower. I had a key. Search my things in the barracks if they haven't been plundered. Might still be there.
Right, well, I'll look into things. You stay here.
There in shite you expect I'll go. You stay here. Go on then, cheeky bastard.
So sweet Nurse Wings, kind and caring, comes back as a vengeful ghost.
It happens, but in this case I doubt it.
If she was acting, she did a bloody good job. As I remember, Peabody's things are here. Perhaps the key is amongst them. All right, we have what we came for. Why would she up and leave like that?
And why has she not come back?
Maybe she had an accident.
She kept records. Maybe she wrote it down. Here's our tower.
Found it. My thanks. Mr. McCraith, forgive me. I did not see you there. I see you bring company. How lovely.
Do you remember we talked about how I lost my partner in New Eden?
Such a tragedy. Antea, if I remember rightly?
Antea Duarte. Good to meet you.
But how? Oh my, you lived! Well, this is marvelous news. And good news these days is so terribly rare.
Nurse Wings, I died in New Eden.
Excuse me?
You and I are very much alike, Nurse Wings, don't you think?
Are we? How so?
I'm a ghost, Nurse Wings. And so are you.
Are you sure you're well, Miss Duarte? You sound feverish. Perhaps you need to lie down and rest?
I don't rest, Nurse Wings. Sound familiar?
She won't be told. We'll have to prove it to her.
If you need it, I may still have some vervain. You let me know.
Goodbye, Nurse Wings. For now.
I'll be here, as ever.
Aye. That's the problem.
She won't listen. We must find proof.
Memories from the past linger nearby.
There's an echo here, but we need the tie.
Our denial runs deep and Peabody sickens. Poor Nurse Wings is losing her grip. She neither sleeps nor eats, but doesn't question it.
She gets her sustenance elsewhere now.
She writes of a cliff-top hideaway. A cozy wee pub, then.
Right. Let's go for a walk. Anne's medics remind me of my mother's. The oils and ointments, infusions and concoctions.
I bet she knew her business.
She treated the men the slavers worked to death in the fields. Though she had little money, she was very famous. That's what saved her. I think we found her. There's an echo. We can't leave yet.
How long has she been here?
No more than a few days.
Here's the key to the infirmary.
Imarada sentus.
I see no journal.
It may have slid from her fingers and fallen.
Let's retrieve it. Make you angry.
This isn't over yet. Get up! Feet on the ground.
Got this on your sides.
Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
It won't do. I have another in sight. think I heard the sound of a gun cocking.
Have a bit of this.
Farewell, weed.
This looks like the place. Let's find the journal. Stains. I can uncover the traces.
She knew something was wrong.
Yet now that she has died, her ghost denies it.
She was a healer. Perhaps dedication binds her.
A dedication her patient scarcely deserves. We should go back to the infirmary. Anne will surely be there. Watch out! Spectre possession.
One less to worry about.
There's an angry spectre nearby. Summon it before it ambushes us.
Torjito Skal. Present yourself!
There's a tough one.
They brought more friends.
This isn't over yet. Watch out. Spectre possession. Ready and waiting. Now you've really annoyed it. Too soft. Get in its face. It's about to shoot.
Get lost, won't you?
That spectre's looking for a body.
I feel something close. Anne reminds me of More Mackenzie. We hid in her house when we were running from the English. She washed our wounds and sang as we buried the dead. Never stopped smiling.
I like her already.
They burned the house down with her inside.
I'm sorry.
And maybe more still haunts the ruins, waiting for the next poor wounded soul.
Imaradas en tus.
Hold still.
Get your filthy hands off me!
That's enough, Mr. Peabody.
Ah. Get off me, you evil old frigate!
In his temper, Cotton Peabody gave Anne Wings the disease that killed her.
Oh, still here, are you? What new comedy do you two bring me now?
Remember on the cliff top when you closed your eyes and it felt like you slept for a very long time?
Have you been spying on me?
Remember how when you awoke, you felt lost and distant? How you could not remember who you were? How slowly you came back to yourself? How something drove you to it? Something that felt more important than anything you had ever felt?
No. Yes. My patient needed me. I knew it from my head to my heart.
That's it. That's why you stayed. That's what keeps you here.
My dear, the desire to help my patients means only one thing. It means I'm a nurse.
Cotton Peabody's health concerns you greatly. True?
I'm a very good nurse.
I think you know what he needs. I think you know his remedy.
He must have wintergreen. Fresh oil, decocted, then used as a salve.
Yet, though you treat him, his condition worsens. You must have noticed.
To maintain the illusion of life, you feed upon his essence. Even as you tend to him, you leech his life away.
No. No.
Your memory is fading.
It is not. At least, I don't think it is.
Once you kept meticulous records. now your notes if you keep them at all, or chaotic.
It's just that I'm all alone. No one to talk with. No one to share a laugh with. I've gone a little potty.
How long is it since last you slept? How long since last you ate?
Well, I have been very busy.
You're tired but cannot sleep. You're hungry but can't face eating. Time to face the truth.
No, it's just... I'm tired. I forget things. I forget to stop working.
Nurse Wings. Anne. You're dead. Just like Antea. You've convinced yourself you're still alive, but you are not.
But if Mr. Peabody withers by my presence, then why does your woman not wither you?
I would, but I take my strength from other people.
My God! I could never do that!
Then the longer you stay to treat your patient, the quicker he will die.
No. No!
Hold there, Nurse Wings! Anne! I can help you. Let me help you.
She's heading back to where her body lies.
Anne, are you there?
If I take another step, if I fall, I won't die.
No, you won't die.
All I wish was to save a soul. Just one soul at a time. Cotton.
It's time we put an end to this.
The devotion of poor Anne Wings, who even dead, kept on caring.
No. Her ghost hungers for essence and calls it caring.
Well, 'tis all I want. But by staying, I've been doing you harm. For that, I beg your forgiveness. Oh, Mr. McWraith.
Peabody, we must talk.
This sounds ominous. Where lies the problem?
Anne Wings had the grip. She packed up and left so she'd not pass on the infection. Part of her must have known she'd not make it.
I did not know. I could not have known.
How could you indeed, with your head so far up your own behind?
She had a cough. Just a cough. I couldn't have known it would kill her.
Well, kill her it did. You're the one who made her sick. The day you spat on Anne Wings, you gave her your disease.
I never spat on... No. Wait. I did. She was at me with the lancet. The pain gave me a wee touch of fury, just for a moment. I gulped without thinking.
Could happen to a saint. Which of us is not gobbed without thinking? Unfortunate, though, how it turned out. So, Nurse Wings died trying to heal you, and you believe her ghost returns to harm you. Interesting. Well, all good things, they say, come to an end. I'll miss our little chats. Cotton Peabody, your vulgar, disrespectful lack of manners provoked your nurse's death. And yet, even dead, she remains devoted to nursing you back to health.
I'm not afraid of you, you rebel Scottish scumbucket. You'll not be the judge of me.
Even dead, she tries to save you. But you, sir, spit on her grave.
She's dead. Fix it, Banisher. Clean up a mess and banish her.
In any infection, there is, as they say, more than one way to draw the poison out.
Cheating bastard, Banisher. You are the disease.
Кушать не взять. Надо спать.
Try not to get shot.
Enough!
This isn't over yet.
Darkness, you piece of shit! I'm better than you! You hear me? Aye! King of the musket, me! The shadow of the woods! See that? Even dead the bitch won't stop. How'd she do that? How'd she bend the wolf to her bidding? Don't get me wrong. I had him where I wanted him. You fight well. We could use you in the train band.
Red McCraith, Banisher.
Aye, I've seen you around. Theodore Shepherd, marksman out of Fort Jericho. Best in the business.
You seem haunted.
What was your first clue? By Flora Abbott, for you ask. The tar-faced cow.
Flora's dead. How? When?
What does it matter? The hag's ghost tried to kill me.
Why you?
Who knows how her kind think? They're naturally devious. You know that. She tried to kill me in my own cave. Well, that proves it. Slavery's a gift to 'em.
I beg your pardon.
Steady. We have a ghost to take care of. We can rip this shitebag's throat out later.
Maybe I can help. I know about ghosts. You mentioned a cave. Yours?
Aye. I used it as a hunting lodge. Or I did, till Abbott turned up. A ghost did anyway. She attacked me. Ran for me life. Had to leave some of my things behind. Be a mate and pick it up for me, eh?
I'll think about it. What sort of gear are we talking about?
A notebook, several wolf traps, worth little enough to you, worth a little more to me. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
I wonder what we'll learn at Teddy's cave.
I'll be on my way.
Farewell to you, mate.
Don't interfere.
A ghost was listening. Flora Abbott, I'd say. She left traces.
You! Leave him to me.
Who's there?
You should have left him to me.
Flora Abbott. That you?
You should have left him to me.
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick. You're the hunter, Flora Abbott. I'm the banisher, Antea Duarte. You've met my partner.
You're the banisher who died. Keep back! I know what you do. I won't be killed a second time. You hear? Not before I'm done with that bully bastard shepherd. Not before!
We are not enemies, Flora. You can trust us.
Can I? You saved the life of a man who would spit on you.
I died fighting the curse. I died to save you, all of you. I'm still fighting the curse.
What good is that to me now? Curse or no curse, Shepard was still here, snapping at my throat.
You were a hunter at Fort Jericho. But why were you living in New Eden in the first place?
I owned land here. I've long since stopped being an outsider. A person has to live somewhere.
Do you belong? I left home young. I haven't stopped moving since. I learned not to get too comfortable.
I am a New Englander, born on a farm not far from Boston. After my mother died, I came to New Eden and bought some land. Just a small plot, out by the edge of the woods. Pennington came by sometimes. We hunted together. When we fled, I went with him. I was part of the train band. Part of New Eden. Then the captain died, and I was part of it no longer.
Why are you after Shepard?
He made my life hell. I'll make his a quick death, for I am a better hunter than he. I'm better, and he knew it. He could not stand it, nor that I had the captain's trust. I, with my brown skin.
The weakest sex, the wrongest color, scapegoated when you fail.
Hated when you succeed.
Did no one stand up for you? Or at the very least, stand up against him?
None but Pennington. Tell me this. You have your man here. He is your people. Now the captain is dead and my place here was lost. Where are my people? Priest would never dare to bite her thumb at Shepard. So I left the fort, and Shepard still found me. At the old watchtower east of here. Shepard stalked me one last time before he shot and killed me.
I'm sorry.
One hateful crime followed another. The bastard stole my gun. It's in his cave. I want it.
The cave where you tried to kill him?
Yes. Problem?
No. No problem.
Until there is a problem, of course.
We'll leave you now, Flora.
Do not disappoint me.
Peter!
Run, Red! Spectres have gathered around. Why not force them to appear? That spectre's seen a corpse and is wanted for its own. Watch out! Spectre possession! Get rid of the other spectre first.
They brought more friends. There's more of them.
Wasting your time on this one. Ask for help if you need it. Throwing a tantrum. You're in its sights, Red. You're within gun range, Red.
Who's that?
Yes, something's here. Wasn't I always?
Another curse.
Strong you were, weak you now go.
think you could take on a ghost? Run, Red! You're in its sights, Red. I see something hanging on the tree. A bag, I think. Ready and waiting.
You bastard!
Shepherd. Wouldn't have liked that.
He failed to turn Helen Priest against Flora. No, he won't have liked that.
At least Helen Priest tried to make amends and asked her back.
Shepherd won't have liked that either.
Something's concealed.
Wards. I'm going to need a hand here. I can't help you. I could clear the way.
Having lost her captain and only ally, she left the fort.
Shepard wanted to destroy her. She was right to leave. Pennington held Shepard back. Without the captain, she was in danger. Theodore Shepard's happy little home.
Flora's rifle, I'll wager. Master Ted's secret little butchering place, eh?
If you need a rest, this place is as good as any. The notebook Shepard wanted. What a lovely man.
Lovely's one word for him. I can think of others.
Shepherd is pitiful, angry, and obnoxious. And he's a bad loser.
Harsh but accurate.
I never could get the hang of smoking. I hear it's very good for you.